Gabba gabba, hey drunken Cox fans, this is Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, and we're here to announce that you have found and stumbled upon our show. We're very happy to have you. If you found this on podcast platforms, you will be sorely disappointed in the magic entertainment. However, the video will be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. Remember, this show is an adult show, contains adult content. Have fun, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome back. You've stumbled upon the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. It's episode 31. December 1st is here. The air is crisp. There's a lot of shit going on. So far, it's just G-Dubs and I. Maybe Collen will drop by, and we'll get this show on the road.
Show me your tits. This is a weird show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome you all to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. We're in episode 31 of season 2 already. Man, we passed the halfway mark. We didn't even do a halfway special this year. We just keep trudging on. We're like, we'll just get to it at the 1 year. We do have some exciting news coming up. Santa will be back at the end of the month. I can't wait to have him on. We will be taking Callins if anybody wants to call in tonight, especially if Collen doesn't show up. He will be, the Callins could be our Collen. But we got some talk to talk about tonight. We're obviously going to talk about giant goldfish because they're back in the news. We're going to talk about a tragic incident that happened up north Vermont. We're going to talk about Sophia Urista being the next Gigi Allen. We're going to talk about the Omicron because the Decepticons might win this time. And finally, we'll be talking about a woman who tried to breastfeed a cat on Delta Airlines, which is probably one of the most awesome news story headlines I've ever read. Anyways, without further ado, welcoming to our spotlight stage, a man who's always here for me, a guy I can count on, my buddy, my friend, my comrade, Mr. G.W. Foley.
What is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night. Time to get drunk. Got the alert on my phone. Bam! Fucking let's do this shit. Yeah. I still having car troubles.
Oh.
I just can't catch a break. Went to start my car the other day and the battery was dead. Cause I haven't been using it. Because there's no fucking heat because it's too cold, and the battery was just like, all right, fine, I'll just sit here and drain. So fuck my Jeep. I love my Jeep, but this is getting goddamn ridiculous. I just not a fan. Not a fan right now. What else is going on? School is almost over. I got like 3 weeks left, and I got a shit ton of stuff to do. And quite frankly, I don't want to do it. I have senioritis. I just want to be done and move on and do something with my life, which has been like a weird focus for me lately, is trying to figure out what my next steps are. Especially since like I've looked around and there isn't exactly a lot of video production jobs in Vermont. I would say there was one, and that looked really shitty. like it looked horrible. And I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, what else is going on, man? I fucking fell down my front steps today, which it was like the scene in Home Alone where he's trying to go up the ice steps and just biffs it. Yeah, that happened to me. Which I was laying there just going, what the fuck just happened? And why is everything in my body hurting? I just, dude, it has been a rough fucking week for me. And it's only Wednesday. I still have like 2 more days to get through this week to make sure that like I'm alive, which is scaring the shit out of me. I'm not one to say, well, what else could happen? Because a lot of shit could happen. But I just want, I just want a nice, easy coast. The other fun thing is I officially quit smoking cigarettes.
Woo.
I haven't had a cigarette since Monday, which sucks. I love smoking. It is one of my favorite hobbies. It gave me time to sit there and relax and to be by myself with my thoughts and think about things. And now that I have that missing, I just want a cigarette. I went to the store the other day to get some things, and someone was smoking in the parking lot. I wanted to jump them and take their cigarettes just to steal one, and they were the shitty cigarettes too. That's the worst part about it. like the stuff that you get for like $6.99 a pack because they're all stepped on and like sawdust and glued together tobacco leaves. That's what that person was smoking, and it smelled so good. I was like, this is the best smell in the world. I want one. Give me one. I will cut you for one. But I'm doing my best, taking it one day at a time, as the addicts say. And there's something about that is shitty. Like, I don't want to take it one day at a time. I want order. Tell me like the next month of what I'm gonna do, and I'll do it. And with cigarettes, like I had that. Like I knew, like in the morning I would get up, go outside for a cigarette, then have a cup of coffee and take my shit. Now I'm like shitting halfway through the day, and I'm just like, this is weird. I shouldn't be shitting at this moment. But my system is like, you don't have that nicotine going through your system, so we don't know when to shit anymore. But yeah, so that's it for me. Let's turn it over to Collen to see how he's doing.
Hey.
Good evening.
How we doing? Broadcasting from home today. Forgive the state of the place. It's snowboard season, folks, so I'm done cleaning and shaving for the rest of the year. I'm just going to shred. I got day 6 today, bringing in December 1st with day 6. My legs are tired. I'm tired. But I'm glad to be here. I stopped in to get something to eat in Killington, and there was like these older guys sitting at the bar, and they were just drinking. They weren't drinking martinis. They were just drinking chilled glasses of gin with no vermouth. And they were just drinking entire glasses of gin. And this guy comes over and he's like, the bartender was like, can I get you guys a glass of water? And the first guy's like, I don't want to dilute it with anything. And the second guy goes, fish have sex in there. And then the third guy goes, yeah, water. It makes me pee all day. So I just can't wait for the three of us to just become old men, where that's us just sitting at the bar where someone's like, "Hey, can I get you a glass of water?" You're like, "I don't drink water. That's where fish fuck." Everyone knows that. No. If I drink water now, I'll have to pee for the rest of the day. So, I mean, I'll just stick with gin. Thank you very much. Speaking of water, everybody knows America's poster boy for water is David Beckham. David Beckham's very good-looking soccer player, of course, made a fortune modeling, but he's never really acted. And you might ask yourself why. And if you're asking yourself that, clearly you've never heard David Beckham talk. He's got the most annoying voice in the world. Like, he's got this really, like, good-looking, tough guy thing, and then he opens his mouth and he's like, "I'm David Beckham, here with you to say to try to help the children." And, you know, in my opinion, David Beckham, you did a lot more harm than you have good with the children. When you posed for Calvin Klein underwear and you portrayed your dick being like this fucking big. Nobody's dick is as big as David Beckham's in the Calvin Klein advertisement. It was insane. There was a poster in New York of him that was like a large scale thing. It was like, here's the size of David Beckham's head, and here was the size of David Beckham's other head. He had the biggest dick known to man. And I would be walking down the street and I'd be looking at it, and I would just be like, come on. Like, come on. If that was like, it's like not even possibly large. It would be like, okay, maybe you have like a underwear commercial for a woman where the fucking model's got like triple E's, right? But like, that's not really that common. You know what I mean? David Beckham's got a bigger dick in this campaign than LeBron James. It's like, what the fuck is going on? You know, can you imagine? They're like, David Beckham, you're a hell of a soccer player. He's like, yeah, mate, it doesn't hurt when you have 3 fucking legs, now does it? Yeah, had a great show this past weekend. A lot of fun. Did a bit on Island Boys. Again, half the people didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I was just on stage doing Island Boys. Yeah. You know, the joke was it could only the joke is that it could only go For those of you who weren't at home, you see that. It kind of goes a little bit something like, I won't. I'll just spare everyone at home from doing the Island Boys fucking thing. Oh my god. But yeah, that's basically been my week. Been snowboarding. Great comedy show. Thank you for everyone who came out this past Saturday. Sold out show at the Mill. A lot of fun. And yeah, I'll kick it over to the reason we all get together here every week. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our host, Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's awesome. We had some good comments, actually. So that was a throwback comment with the no from Jason. He actually commented earlier, I wish Collen was there so I can yell at him for getting that song stuck in my head since last week. Which was awesome. Nick asked, too much partying, GW, when you were talking about senioritis.
I wish.
Sean said, hey, GW, if you at least you have the choice to quit. I'm being forced by my state government to pay outrageous amounts of money for my habit. $12 a pack. Holy shit. $12 a pack. My state never learned about the Boston Tea Party.
I will say, Sean, that our state, Vermont, has pretty damn close to that.
I would say it's got to be up over 10 now, right?
Yeah. It's about 11 and some change.
And Sean also said, hey, Colin, please do not forget about Mark Wahlberg and Penthouse. Yeah, that was a big old giant wang too. My good lord.
Yes, Mark Wahlberg was really the original. Let's put a couple. They were selling underwear, but they were using socks. If you know what I'm saying.
Nick said, "Thanks for the ladder return, Colin." I don't know what he's talking about, but it sounds heartfelt. Nick said, "Should have been a goalie." I'm not sure what he's talking about. And Jason said, "No." Right before Sean said the drunken boys.
Is that my drunken boy?
Nick said those giraffes are ridiculous. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to finally do the thing that I do, form a little piece of magic. I got some goldfish crackers here. I was going to grab dropping them. Just going to grab three. I got three. Okay, so if I was to take these and put them in that hand, right? And still have kept one. All right, wait a minute. I still have 3 goldfish. I should have thought about the angle on this trick a little better before I attempted to do it here. But yeah, we'll go down on the cam a little bit. I feel like Jeffrey Tubin over here. So yeah, I was take the 3 into that hand. Oh, 3 went into that hand because that's how normal passing goldfish between hands works. But if I was only to take 1 and 2 in that hand, I mean, that one, I would still have 3 goldfish there. Now, the final piece I will show is if I was to take the last goldfish. This is called sleight of mouth, or Hickory needs a snack on the show. No goldfish hiding. Oh, it fell out the mouth while I was using the napkin. But a dry goldfish reproduced from Hickory's mouth. That was the editing visual. I don't know. I didn't take it out too well. No, I'll do that when I get the second camera set up. I apologize. That's why they call me the drunken underwhelming, is because once in a while I don't fully think through the premise of the thing that I'm about to do. I'm like, yep, no, I need to get a standing position for the show so I can perform from over there. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am good on snacks now. Without further ado, we're going to move right into the second half of the show and pretend that was better. It's that jarring part. Oh, and I forgot, I actually have Matt's name on there. Well, let me add that. Anyways, evening, gentlemen. It's good to have you guys on the show. Yeah, you're taking Vita's spot for a second there. I'll fix that. I hope you guys had good weeks. It's been a crazy week up in the news. Of course, the Maxwell trial's going on. Big news in the Supreme Court. We might get to those, but we have a lot of topics to delve through tonight. And the first one is going to be switching that so it's just us. Apologize. Which one do we want? Let's bring back Bernie. You know, we haven't had Bernie on in a while.
I had a dream that Bernie
There we
said
go.
he was retiring also from the Senate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, how could that be possible? Both of Vermont senators are retiring. That's incredible.
They're both at the proper age. Well, correction. They're both past the proper age of retirement. For sure. We got some old politicians up in Vermont. But I think that's because they do truly represent the population here, because it's too expensive for young people to live here.
That is very true.
We're moving right to the first one. How the drunk is this still news? We covered this last Christmas, I believe. But I still want a giant goldfish for Christmas. This is an issue. Apparently, public places, this is from For the Win, I guess. I didn't check to see if they're NewsGuard certified. I figured, you know, well, we're going to believe this one regardless. Fishery officials in Canada are sharing images of monstrous goldfish pulled from a Lake Ontario waterway and begging the public to stop releasing aquarium fish into the wild. Ever wonder what happens to pet goldfish when they end up in our waterways? This one is pulled from Hamilton Harbor, where they're studying the invasive species using acoustic transmitter tags. Look at that bad boy. Colin, what would you do if you caught this goldfish out of Echo Lake?
I would have no idea what the hell I was caught.
Crazy, right? I would say I'd get it mounted. I'd taxidermy it because nobody would believe me I caught a goldfish that weighed 2 pounds.
I would turn it into one of those Billy Bass things. Like, don't shake the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
Like, look at the size of these fish. Oh, that's incredible. They say that please don't release them. They do cause a lot of damage. Damage to native fisheries can be extensive where goldfish are released. They typically weigh less than half a pound in captivity, but can exceed 5 pounds in the wild, where they multiply and become voracious. Several states in the U.S. are dealing with the same issue, which I think is what we covered last year. I'm pretty sure it was an American waterway. But, man.
It makes you wonder, how are they breeding?
Apparently, people have just released enough of them that there's a natural population now.
Or they're fucking each other.
Oh, Nick said it happens in Vermont also. Let me know, man. I want to go goldfish fishing. You think you use like goldfish as crackers as bait?
What
fish food. I think. I don't know what a natural diet of a goldfish is. I'd assume crap from the bottom of the lake because they eat flakes and stuff, right?
I love this picture of these people holding this goldfish like they've got like some prize fish. It's like look at how absurd the orange of that fish looks.
Like, it must look crazy coming in. You know what I mean? You're just like reeling, and all of a sudden there's just this bright orange mass.
Are these guys cooking them up?
I don't know. Dolores commented in, but Mom said they were dead. Oh no.
No, Mom just flushed them down the toilet.
Sean said I released a gerbil into the wild, ended up killing all the neighborhood cats. That's crazy. I would. They are bony little creatures.
The only time I think of like releasing a gerbil is going into Richard's ass. That is the only releasing a gerbil that I can think of.
That's a whole different type of magic trick, making a gerbil disappear.
He's like, I had a whole prolific body of work as an actor, and I'm just remembered for a goddamn gerbil in my ass.
Officer, gentleman, nah. Pretty woman, nah. Having a gerbil up my ass, yeah.
Too true. A tale as old as time, right? As the old saying goes, is you paint one house and you don't become a painter. You brick one chimney and you're not a bricklayer. You put a roof on a place and you're not a roofer, but God forbid you fuck one sheep. You, my friend, will be a sheep herder for the rest of your time.
Hey,
I don't
if
hurt
it wasn't
sheep.
illegal, I would try it.
We're gonna move right into right there. And the next one, this one's kind of a sad one. We're not gonna make too many jokes. I just wanted to acknowledge it because it's a weird story. What the drunk were they thinking? A hunting battle leads to 2 dead. This was in northern Vermont, which is why I wanted to bring it up. Fatal Albro shooting started with dispute over hunting grounds, police said. This was from yesterday, 6:10 p.m. A shooting that killed 2 Vermont men, injured another, stemmed from a dispute over hunting grounds, state police said. Autopsies confirmed 41-year-old Larry Cameron and 51-year-old David Muhammad, both of Albro, were fatally shot in the torso late Saturday night. Investigators said the shooting happened during an exchange of gunfire between the 2 men outside of Larry Cameron's home. Another man, 27-year-old Devin Cameron of Albro, continues to receive medical treatment at the University University of Vermont Medical Center in Burlington after being struck by multiple rounds during the incident. Police have not provided an update on his condition. Police have not directly confirmed if the two Cameron men are related. According to investigators, the dispute began earlier in the day at Dellenback Bay fishing access in the town, where both Mohammed and Cameron got into a fist fight over the hunting grounds. Like, this fucking stupidest thing I've ever read.
I'm sorry, Hickory, I know you said that this isn't funny, but this is fucking hilarious.
Both Cameron men reportedly left the fishing access and drove to Larry Cameron's house. Mohammed arrived shortly afterward in a pickup truck accompanied by two men in their 20s. Cameron then came out of the garage in his home carrying a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, or a 9mm pistol for short, and fired multiple shots into the air in an effort to prompt Mohammed to leave, because that's always a good decision. Just start blind firing into the air. That always turns out good. Devin Cameron had joined Larry Cameron beside the driver's door. The pickup truck parked in the front of the house. Mohammed's still sitting. Mohammed then brandished a .308 rifle. The report continued. A struggle ensued over the rifle. There was an exchange of gunfire from the armed men. Shooting was reported to police, who reported responding to approximately 10 p.m. Saturday, well after hunting hours. Both men killed in the incident were found dead at the scene. State police continue investigating into what preceded the shooting. Those findings will be reviewed by Grand Isle State Attorney to determine if charges should be filed.
How? They're both dead.
That's what I was wondering. Is this one of those, like, do they still file?
Is Larry dead?
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. So Devin Cameron.
Larry's dead.
Yes, Larry and David are dead. Devin, the younger Cameron guy, just took a couple rounds, but he seems to be...
So literally, this is the joke. Larry and David went out to go hunting, and they both ended up dead. Like what the fuck is wrong with people today?
Why would you... Yeah, I don't understand.
Like, at boat access, bitching about whose hunting ground it is. Find another place to fucking go hunting.
Yeah, and then don't show up at the dude's house after you've been fighting with him.
And then get shot.
What the fuck? Nick said, I will call him George and love him and hug him and squeeze him forever. Are we talking about the gerbil, Nick? I don't...
Yeah.
Nick said 2 shootings in 2 days. Oh, I didn't see the other one. That's... Man, Vermont's just going to hell. There's... crazy crime wave of 2 whole incidents in Vermont.
I mean, but honestly, too, it's can you sound like any more of like hashtag white people problem? It's like Larry and David both dead after shooting each other. Of course, it was a Larry and a David. It's like
we're just lucky Jim Bob didn't come down, because then the shine still would have blown up. And
I don't think David was white though. His last name's Mohammed.
That's possible. It's possible he wasn't, but we're going to assume that they both are, because they didn't specify the race of anybody in the article, and that's usually a good giveaway that they're white.
And they live in Vermont.
Yes. Nick said there was a shooting in New Hampshire where an 82-year-old shot his 81-year-old friend with a shotgun, loading it into the vehicle. I didn't hear about that.
That's just comical.
Yes, first off, he's 82 and driving, which is mildly scary.
Drive with a loaded shotgun.
Yeah, with one in the chamber, which I'm pretty sure you're not... I know at least in Vermont, not allowed to do with a shotgun or a rifle.
How do you like you just like lean in and be like, oh hey, guess what? Bam!
It's called the Dick Cheney. And it's when you just accidentally discharge the compliments of a shotgun in your friend's face from a close distance.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I was actually going to ask, do you think this guy apologized to his buddy for being in the way of the shotgun?
being in front of a barrel like that?
Oh, I'm sorry, you discharged your gun getting into my car, and I didn't mean to get in the way. Sean said, absolutely overwhelmingly wonderful to see Darwin's theory is still applicable. Yes, it is. Nick said, why weren't they supervised to begin with? I don't know. Because apparently nobody in this country can say that, hey, once you get to 75, you should have to take your driving test over. Like, apparently that's just too hard.
They were supposed to be arts and crafts over there at the senior center.
They're like, you know what? Let's go out for a goose hunt. We heard
Trust me, no one will ever know. Comes back with these embedded in skull.
they weren't aware that Thanksgiving had already passed. They were like, I heard there was going to be a turkey shortage on CNN. We got to go out and get one. So I imagine it went. I don't know.
Is there anything we can do about the echo?
Oh, I didn't even notice an echo this time. Oh, that's because
Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Nope, that's me again. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn off the... I'm sorry, people out there. I keep forgetting to mute the screen share.
He is drunk and underwhelming.
That's true. I fail nobly, though.
We need to get, like, a producer. That way we don't have to worry about shit like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Where's what's her name? Andrea from Timcast.
Lydia.
What's she actually doing?
Yeah, we need her. I mean, she's on Timcast right now, but I would assume...
He probably pays more money.
Probably. I'm working on it, though. I am monetized. We're slowly working our way there.
I can't wait for your big check of 30 cents.
No, first day earnings were a whole like $3. I was pretty stoked, actually.
How much? And this is kind of inside baseball, but how much before they actually pay out?
You have to make $100 before you can get a payout. Just because they probably don't want to screw around with anything less than that. So I'd actually be willing to bet they absorb it and that a lot of cut channels just quit and never claim it. Would be my guess. I don't know. So
we need to make it like 33 more days.
Yes, assuming I can keep up this rate of awesome earning status of my YouTube channel. Part of it would help if I just monetize all my old stuff, but then I have to like go through it and make sure that you have to check things to make sure they apply to the criteria by which you're allowed to monetize things. Because the criteria for what you're allowed to upload and what you're allowed to monetize are wildly different. Yeah. Yeah, you have to like self-certify and stuff. Is there directly related to the number of likes and comments? What monetization? No, views on monetized videos. Nick said, how about those hackers? Yeah, still don't have my Facebook profile back. Or my Facebook page for the original Drunken Underwhelming page, which is why I don't post shit on Facebook anymore other than the show, is because I don't feel like working on my Facebook page and trying to spread it any if it could possibly get taken again. So, yeah, if you want Drunken Underwhelming content, YouTube right now is the place to do it. I actually just uploaded a reaction to one of Matt Vita's videos earlier today, and that's pretty funny. One to Where's GW's coming out this weekend, as well as some other random funny reactions, and of course, all the underwhelming gameplay you can handle. We're going to move right into the next one. This one made me laugh. Back to a funny topic. The next Gigi Allen, Sophia Urista's all over a fan live on stage, which... Gino sent us this the other night, and I had to go look up the actual video of this happening. I'm not going to show it on the show, even though it is on YouTube. But, yeah, go look it up. Sophia Urista, I think the video is called, like, Sophia Urista pisses on a fan or something like that. But it's there. It's from New York Post Entertainment. Disgusting. Rocker Sophia Urista filmed urinating on male fan on stage. And I must say, the best part of this entire video for me was the fact that he really seemed like he liked it. Like, this guy was all about it. And also that this guy looked like Pierre Vachon's brother.
Yeah.
You know, like, I like if you were like, hey, Pierre's brother got pissed on at this concert, watch this video, I'd be like, oh, I didn't know Pierre had a brother, but that looks just like him.
I think the best part about the video is I think she expected the guy to be disgusted about getting pissed on.
Which is
she
funny.
Really pissed off that he enjoyed it.
Which is weird, right? Because why would the guy be pissed off about being pissed on if he volunteered for it?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't particularly care to be peed on, especially by some random singer girl that I didn't know of before this incident.
With a nice ass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I still, like, as much as I'm like, well, I get to lie on stage and see this chick pull her pants down in front of me, I also have to be peed on, which is like, I don't know. I wouldn't volunteer. It would have to be a hell of an artist for me to be willing to let them pee on me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd want Janis Joplin pissing on me. You know what I mean?
I would rather have this chick piss on me than Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
see, I'm thinking I need more star power in order, like Elton John.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
If it was like Elton John, you're like, okay, whatever, Rocket Man, let's do this.
If it was Ariana Grande, and she was like, "Oh my God, I gotta piss." That's my Ariana Grande.
That was really good, G-Dubs.
Yeah. Would you allow her to piss on you?
Was this a me or Colin?
Yeah, I mean, and this is what do you mean allowed? I mean, like, I would let her piss on me if I was like at one of those concerts, like the like a Gallagher show, like with like one of those like jackets that they wear underneath like Niagara Falls, you know. I need like a plastic jacket or something on in the
Like
front.
the bouncers at the Guar show.
Yeah. I'm not just gonna stay there and get sprayed. My favorite thing about this though is like her comment was like, yeah, in retrospect, I might have taken it a little far by pissing on the guy in the front row. Like, I love that it was like she's not even like, oh, I shouldn't have done it. She's like, yeah, maybe I took it a little far, but you know.
Maybe if it was just a couple trickles, you know.
But no, it was funny because I actually, looking up the video, watched another one, and the song before this happened, she announced it and that it was going to happen, and then performed a full song. So she had a full song to think about it before actually pulling a dude up and doing it. And
is the song called Golden Shower? I mean, what the hell? How's she premeditating on this?
The song is called Wake Up. And I know the first thing that makes me wake up is having a chick piss on my face.
Absolutely, every time.
Yeah. I'd be like, whoa, I'm awake.
All right.
Let's do this.
I don't know. I need something colder, I think. It would be... I don't know. The warmth would lull me back into sleep. Gallagher, that guy is awesome, said Nick Waters. Sean said she probably never ever thought about anybody would take her up on it, and she had to, which totally embarrassed her immensely, as it should have. Yeah, I don't know.
I disagree with that. I don't think it was embarrassed.
I think she wanted to embarrass somebody and then realized that they had no shame about the situation and got upset.
I think it would have been great if
Golden
the person
shower.
getting pissed on in the front ended up being Donald Trump Jr. And then you could just run the whole story. It was like father, like son.
That'd be great.
I think the best part about this is it brings up the old adage of no press is bad press, or bad press is still press. Where here we are, three schmucks on the internet, and we're talking about Brass Against, which I knew of the band beforehand, but really didn't give two shits about them. And now I want to go and be in the front row and put a can on my head so she pisses on me.
So, I mean, realistically, G-Dub, what you're saying is there's only one way that we can go. Next time we sell out the Paramount, I need you to take a piss on everyone in the front row.
I'm good with that.
I mean, this is really going to bring your career to the next level. It's funny that you say that, G-Dub, because I was actually thinking that when you were like, would you let Ariana Grande piss on you? I'm like, if it made me as famous as this fucking stunt just did, yeah. All of a sudden, I'm like on like CNN, like, yeah, I was just standing there, and then I got pissed on.
Sean said exactly. Hickory shamed her ego. Yeah, that's what I think happened as well. Nick said remix of Britney Spears like a wrecking ball. I'm sorry that I know this, Nick, but Wrecking Ball is a Miley Cyrus song.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry to do that to you, but yeah, I can't let that slide. To be honest, I didn't even know about the band Brass Against before this incident. And maybe I'm uncultured or I just have completely different music tastes, but yeah, I didn't know about them until this. And they were performing Rage Against the Machine's Wake Up. Which is Wake Up a new song or an old song?
Old song.
Well,
I mean, now everything from Rage Against the Machine is old.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think it was off of Battle of Los Angeles. I'm not...
It sounds like that because it's a lot of that burner, burr. I guess that's all Rage. It's kind of become Rage on behalf of the machine. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to move right to the next one. Same shit, different variant. The Omicron Super Coof 2021 has touched down. The Decepticons might win. I pulled up an article. This was just 2 days ago from WIO News saying Moderna says current vaccine's not effective against the Omicron variant. To which then the news stated, I forgot to pull up the other one, that it was effective. And then, did I really pull up the wrong article? Yep, totally did. It's a bummer. Oh, yep, sorry. There we go. It went on to the next one. And then just today, Fauci came out and said the Omicron might elude some vaccine protection. So yet again, more coronavirus news, but none of the news lines up, and it just changes every day. What do you guys think? Is this a thing of worry, or you think we're just in for more of the same shit we've been going through?
We're in for the same shit. And it's getting to a point where I'm a firm believer in vaccines and doing what you can do to stay healthy. But it's just like, this thing's going to progress, and we need to learn how to live with it.
Which I feel like is what most of the world is trying to do right now. But I feel like there's this constant perception that, like, if we all just stick together, it's going to go away someday. And, like, I don't think that's a realistic thing. That being said, we're not doctors. This isn't medical advice.
Yeah.
We're three intoxicated comics on a podcast.
To me, I think that I probably have a similar feeling as everyone has, which is, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You know? You have got to be fucking shitting me. It's like, here it is 2 years later, and then Fauci comes on television, he's like, we have no idea how the Oma fucking gang fucking virus would have got here. I'll tell you how it got here, Fauci. Let me explain to you how it got here. People travel all over the fucking world all day. All over the place. That's what's happened, you know? I mean, it just kills me. And then all of this stuff that's like not even like this whole like the bill that they passed, it was called the American Rescue Plan, right?
Yep.
Anytime the government says they're doing something like rescuing you, run, right?
Get the hell out of there.
Get the fuck out of there, because ain't no rescuing you. What they're doing is, what's the opposite? Everything the government says they do the opposite of. So if I said rescue, what would be the opposite of rescue? Right? It'd be like, what would that be, like a fucking internment camp, or like something like that, right? Prison, right? Something, I don't know. Incarceration, rescue, I don't know. So, yeah, that's what I think. And with this shit, it's just so fucking ridiculous that the whole thing, they're like, we don't know if the vaccines work or not on this variant, to get vaccinated. Well, that's great fucking logic.
It makes the most sense ever.
You know, I mean, this is literally what they're all saying. They're like, we don't know yet if there's any protection at all against this variant with the vaccine, so please get vaccinated.
And if you have been vaccinated, get your booster.
And then if you had the vaccine, you're good.
I actually heard Fauci the other day use the word boosted. It's just like, yeah, fuck you.
I remember back in college, I was boosted.
Like I hate the fact that the word boosted is now a thing.
I got my vaccines about almost 4 to 5 months ago. Okay.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been quite a half a year. And now they're saying I should go get a booster. I just got the fucking vaccine 4 months ago. How the hell could the vaccine, why would I need a booster 4 months later? I can understand if you said a year later. I could get that.
Yeah, like a flu shot every year.
Yeah. But to say 4 months later, and then I had one guy I heard today was saying that they went in and somehow they were able to test his antibodies count, and the antibody count was great. And they said he had a great immunity right now for it. So he was like, why would I even get the booster? I've got a wonderful immunity for it right now.
Bizarre. Sean said it's totally rinse and repeat. It's just a different colored grasshopper that we need to focus on chasing to extinction. Well phrased as always, Sean. Big Red said Fauci spins the COVID roulette wheel to see what's next.
Big Red!
Yeah, love me some Big Red. Thank you for being here, dear. Nick said PhD in BAC. That is a great title for the drunk magician. I will say I might be using that. The Doctor of Drunkenness. Drew Prasanna said, Yo, Hickory, have you reacted to Fatal Skyfall Indian Rap? No, not yet. I will be getting to that one this coming week, though. That's been on the list. Nick Waters said boosted, like as in turbo.
Yes, I want the turbo shot.
The boosted turbo shot. It comes with a shot of espresso because you need the caffeine to get your heart rate up enough to be able to take the turbo boosted vaccine.
Get that shot pumping.
Sean said, in my opinion only. Yeah, I don't think I can read that. Never mind. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, so we're just not going to. But
that should be a super chat.
Oh yeah, I think I have those available. I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked yet to see if I do, but I should have super chats available. The fun part to me is that it was pointed out very, very early on that the Omicron name is an anagram for moronic. Which is how I feel whenever I watch mainstream media talking about this thing. Like, they're all scared to death. I'm like,
well, and the truth to be told is, it's like, where was I? I find myself out, it was yesterday, maybe I was at Preston somewhere, and I don't watch the news ever at my house. The news is never on. I'll turn on the local news in New York, local Channel 4 to, listen to the local news in New York. Sometimes I listen to the evening news in Vermont, but I never watch mainstream news. You go out to dinner or something like that, and you see what's on CNN and shit like that. Oh my fucking god! This Omicron thing. You think that all of a sudden the bubonic plague is running through America? Right
that was
now.
airborne Ebola.
Oh my god! I mean, the reality is this May. We don't know if this will even be as bad as Delta. That's the reality. And what they think is that the run of Delta might have actually boxed this out, so this might not even run in America the way that anyone's thinking. Or it could run and we could see a spike of a huge amount of deaths like we've seen, and then it'll come back down. But oh my god, it's like you turn on the news, you're like, it's one thing after another after another. It's insane.
Gaming Sweeply Hollow, what's up, dude? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for being here. I just wanted to pull this up, which a lot of people don't realize, that the names of the COVID strains are based on the Greek alphabet, for people who haven't put that together yet. So the first initial one was Alpha, and we went through Beta and Chi. Delta was one of note. I do know we went through Epsilon. I have heard of Gamma. I had heard of Lambda and Mu, and we're on Omicron, which means that there's at least 3 or 4 strains that haven't been big news stories yet.
I thought Omega was last.
Is Omega last?
No,
Zeta.
Zeta's last.
I don't know.
I don't know. I did not do Greek life when I went to college the first time.
I just know that's the Greek alphabet, and that's what they're going on for naming the variants. And
GW is part of that group, the I'm a Gonna Kega.
I ate a pie.
I'm waiting until they get to G, because it'll be really fun when people start Googling G coronavirus all the time. I'm sure the Chinese government will absolutely love that. That'll be good.
Yeah, all of a sudden that'll just disappear.
That'll be when COVID ends, when it gets back to G.
Yeah.
Oh, savage. Okay, let's see. We got some comments in here. Nick said, I'll correct it when I read it, because he did correct. He said, I was listening to VPR on my way home last night about Biden rambling on about the school shooting. That's great, but what about the 13 American soldiers who got killed? Sleepy said, Hickory, I know this is not music stream, but ever... Oh, okay. Yeah, Sleepy, I will get to that. Please do react to Goat Deco by Raftar. Savage Guy dropped a sub video. Do drop its reaction. You got it, Sleepy. Thank you. Big Red said they skipped one so it won't upset China. Yeah, did they skip Chi or Xi? Because I've heard both, but I'm not sure. I don't know enough about Greek to know how their alphabet went. But yeah, all I know is I'm glad we hadn't changed the name of the quarantine show yet. We're just gonna hold strong with it. I'm pretty sure New York called a state of emergency again. Right, Collen?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
I heard that, and I heard a couple others are. Nick said, Omegle is a fun site to bug with people if you don't mind random dick videos.
There we go.
Omegle is like
did
chat
Omegle.
roulette, right? I'm pretty sure it's like chat roulette. Like
Yeah.
that was the equivalent back in the day. And like, yeah, you'd see some funny stuff or talk to some really cool people once in a while, but you had to like get through a lot of random dicks. Yep. Okay. Big Red said skip G. Sean said, are you prepared to have a quarantine show for the next 30 years? Hopefully not still the quarantine show, but I'm ready to keep a show going for quite a while. I'm having a good time with the boys on Wednesdays.
Dude, if we could do it for 30 years, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd be pretty stoked.
Hopefully by the end of it, we'd get paid. But and I'm not saying that as a knock on the show or like, oh yeah, we wouldn't still get paid. But it would be an icing on a sweet cake.
Yeah, that would be good. I would not complain. Yes, President of China is Xi or Winnie the Pooh, according to who you ask. Although I hear that
We're gonna get banned.
Is that a no-no on YouTube and Facebook too, or I thought it was just China media? I don't know. Gaming with Sleepy Hollow said, "How's your government doing against the new virus?"
Shitty.
It's the same thing. Like we've just been living in a perpetual state of mask wearing the entire time. Our state has never not worn masks since last April, which is cool. It's one of the few times in my life that I get to carry while wearing a mask. That's a trip. It used to be a pretty big no-no to walk into a bank with a mask on, and now I do that regularly. To be honest, it's going to be a little weird when masks do go away. It'll be nice though.
If they go away.
Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping to make if I make $3 a day for long enough, eventually I'll be able to retire on my sweet YouTube revenue. So, Nick said 2024 drunken under quarantine in the house. Yeah, we could be very, very well running the drunken under quarantine name for the show until 2024. That wouldn't surprise me all that much. I mean, I had hoped it would have been over by 2022, but no. We're
longest
still
15 days to spread
slow the spread. Yeah, that's a true story. Just to be clear, it has been 628 days to slow the spread so far. For those keeping track at home, it's been The long 15. Everybody knows that was like one of my favorite memes I saw last week. Everybody knows that the hardest part about everyone knows the hardest part about the 15 days to slow the spread is the first 18 months. Sean said, "Drunken under quarantine will soon be viral. Fauci needs to be aware of the up and coming threat." No, we'll have him on. It'll be great. We could have Fauci on, and then we could also get that comic who does a really good Fauci impression, and they could debate. And we could have like Fauci and anti-Fauci or something. That'd be fun. That'd be a really fun show. Or awful, depending on how you look at it. Sleepy said, "Someone please drop please drop a nuke in China." Gosh. I hope it doesn't come to that. We'll see. It'll only take one, and that'll probably be the end of the show, just because we won't be here anymore. There are so many nukes on this planet now. Holy shit. Nick said, "The masks have it. Mask makes it easier to bring chicks home from the bar because you don't have to drink so much." That's a good point. Sean Henry said, "Sad little man." Yes, which is a great song, by the way. Shout out to 5 Times August. I reacted to his song a little while ago. He got Sad Little Man, which is a hysterical rip on Fauci. And he's been shouted out on Timcast and stuff. And I won't give away too much, but we've emailed. And he seems like a really cool guy. So big, hopefully good things coming in the future. We do have some other awesome shows to announce at the end of the show coming up this month. It's going to be a fire month. I'm pretty excited about it. But we're going to move to the last topic of the evening. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, I think that might be our closing segment every night is I'll drink to that. Woman allegedly breastfeeds cat on a Delta flight. Yeah, this was one of the most bizarre headlines I had seen in a while. But in fact, this is from Newsweek. So, as it's got to be like, I don't know, maybe believable. Woman allegedly breastfeeds cat on Delta Airlines flight. A woman on a recent Delta Airlines flight allegedly began to breastfeed her pet cat mid-flight and refused to stop after getting caught. The incident allegedly happened during a recent trip on board Delta Flight 1360, a route that travels between Syracuse, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia. An image posted to social media suggests that the purported cat breastfeeding happened while the plane was heading towards Atlanta, though it's not clear exactly when the incident happened. The image circulating online describes the supposed event in what appears to be a screen capture of a message sent using the Aircraft Communications Addressing and Reporting System, or ACARS for short, which pilots use to transmit short text-based messages to the grounds, because they can't use their cell phones. Because we've only been flying for 30 years, but somehow a cell phone will just take an airplane out of the sky. It's crazy. The message reports that passenger is seat 13A is breastfeeding a cat and will not put it back in the carrier. In response to a request from a flight attendant, the message asked that the situation be addressed by the airline's Red Coat team upon landing. Delta describes the members of the team as an elite airport customer service experts who are, quote, specially trained to handle on-the-stop customer issues. This right here is a photo of the message, and it says, "Request Red Coat meeting AC PAX in 13A is breastfeeding a cat. Will not put cat back in carrier when FA requested," assuming FA is flight attendant. Beyond the purported ACARS message, which Newsweek has not independently verified, little other information about the supposed incident was available as of Friday. However, a TikTok account from flight attendant Ainsley Elizabeth appears to refer to the incident, with a video posted on November 2nd claiming that security met the flight because a woman was breastfeeding her cat. This woman had one of those like hairless cats swaddled up in a blanket, so it looked like a baby, Ainsley said in a follow-up video posted November 13th. Her shirt was up and she was trying to get the cat to latch, and she wouldn't put the cat back in the carrier, and the cat was screaming for its life. "What does she do at home if she's doing that in public?" she asked. And then security met the flight just to tell her that she couldn't do it again because it was weird and gross. That's the end of the story. Thanks, Newsweek, for letting us know it was weird and gross. Sometimes I'm not aware of what the normies are doing. Apparently normal people don't breastfeed their cat.
How?
I love the fact that it was a hairless cat.
Yeah, adorable.
I know the how much like you need to suck. Like I don't think a cat can suck on a titty.
Well, I mean, they do breastfeed from their mom, but it's a completely different type of nipple, or not different type, but I would assume they act different because the size difference in the animals. I don't know.
Like
I mean, cats have pretty sharp teeth too. I mean,
yeah, that doesn't feel comfortable or sound comfortable.
no.
Like, I know when she bites on my finger, it doesn't feel good. I don't really want to know what that feels like around my.
Can we test this, Hickory? Can we have your cat bite your nipples so we can find out?
how
like-
old was this cat? Was it like in breastfeeding age? Like was it a kitten?
That's a good question.
Or was it like a 14-year-old cat who's like meow?
Well, according to cartoons, cats like milk.
Yes, even though I guess they don't actually.
Well, homeboy, I like milk too. Doesn't mean I'm gonna breastfeed on a fucking Delta flight.
I'm just bummed that there's no photos of this incident to check out. You know,
Totally.
it seems like something that we should investigate further. Sleepy said, today's topic, types of nipples. Yeah, it's that kind of show. Thanks for dropping by, Sleepy. I appreciate it. He also said earlier, hashtag cancel China. First time I'm supporting cancel culture. Not a bad movement to stand behind. Nick said she can pull the cat out. The cat. To breastfeed it, but I can't even get peanuts or soda. They should have a breastfeeding station. No feeding her, no feeding her puss on the flight, ma'am, said Sean Henry. Next said game changer can meet the flockers when they say you can't make anything with that. Eat currently you can feed anything with a T. Oh, yeah, that's a Fockers reference. Big Red said make this mental picture stop. Cat nipple anxiety sucks.
Yes, it would suck.
Yeah, I can't imagine having 8 of them. Like it's bad enough that 2 when it's like cold or like you know like for people who run and they get all chafed. Like yeah, can you imagine that with 8 of them? Like I'm good.
I have nipples, fucker. Can you milk me?
Sean said, absolutely ironic you bring up this story in the future. You plan on watching Samson, leave the kids out of it. Yes, I do. I haven't watched it yet. I need to. That's like one of the last songs I'm leaving because people keep requesting it. So I figured it'd be a good end for the series. Nick said, repeated the game changer at someone, Meet the Flockers. He said, you can't milk anything with a tit. Apparently you can feed anything with a tit. Is what I meant. Oh, okay. I got it, Nick. Yeah. Can't milk me, unfortunately. That's pretty much all I got. Just a friendly reminder that each of us on the Drunken Under Quarantine show would absolutely love a copy of this picture of Bill Clinton for Christmas. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I don't know if I talked about this on the show or that was the pre-show. This was a oh yeah. Since in the spirit of the actually Sean sent me a copy of this photo. And I figured I should bring it up in the spirit of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial going on, which we're not going to dive into until next week because more info will come out, I'm sure. Just a friendly photo of Bill Clinton in Monica's blue dress and red heels. This was a photo that was in Epstein Island, like on the wall at the estate on the island when they raided it. So just putting that out there, I would absolutely love a copy of this photo for the studio. That would make me happy. Before we go, Nick said, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Mine was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for asking, Nick. I realized we did a Thanksgiving pregame show last week and totally forgot to bring up actual Thanksgiving this week. I will say mine was fun. I ate too much and it was awesome. It was pretty standard, small gathering this year. Some people opted out. What about you boys?
I made my mother-in-law cry.
So it was a normal year.
Yeah. So that was fun. It was quiet. It was just the mother-in-law and I. We made a turkey and my world-famous green bean casserole.
Oh,
And some stuffing, and that was it. That was all we did. We didn't
nice.
watch some movies.
Nice. Colin, was there a lasagna on the table, my friend?
You know, we didn't do any lasagna this year. We had a nice Thanksgiving at my aunt's house. Yeah. The one thing that I'm trying to think of, what's the vegetable that tastes like licorice?
Fennel.
Fennel.
Yep.
Fennel. It's funny, my family, it's a tradition to eat fennel like after dinner, chopped fresh, and it like settles your stomach. My grandfather used to say you eat fennel so you can eat more.
Like, how big are the chunks of this fennel?
Just kind of like finely chopped, like you would almost eat a purple cabbage, and you just kind of eat it raw.
Okay.
And it's supposed to like help your digestion after dinner and stuff, and I guess it helps you to eat more.
But, that was Sambuca's for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty lucky. I ended up doing a lot of work at the mill to get the snack stand open for this weekend, which was fun. We now have popcorn machine and selection of candy and soda and coffee and Pellegrino and blah blah blah. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's a nice addition to the club, but unfortunately it took up most of that was my Black Friday and whatnot. Well, yeah.
G-Dubs, you have anything to say before we get on out of here?
I feel like we're cutting out early. Like people expect us to go till 9:30.
I know, it's weird.
I know. No, I'm sad I missed the show.
Yeah, me too.
It was really great.
I've heard good things.
And,
yeah, it was nice to see the club filled. You know,
that's nice. Good to have Kendall back. It's been a while.
Yeah, Kendall did really great. It was nice to see like his hour like was built on like some of the material and stuff he's done, you know, over the years. Some of it's like new material. So it was just kind of cool to see like how he really like put it together. But nice. It's a good special. Yeah.
Good. Happy for him. Good. Colin, anything you want to shout out before we get going?
Yeah, thank you to everybody who came out this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. December 18th is going to be our big holiday show. Ooh. It's a Saturday night. So here comes December, fast and furious. And see you guys next week, and hopefully see you at the club on the 18th.
Yes. Thank you guys for being here. December 1st. Holy shit. 23 shopping days before Christmas. Hanukkah's already on like the third or fourth day. Sorry if I got that wrong. I think it's the fourth day today.
I think it's day 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good with holidays. I'm not good with holidays I do celebrate, let alone ones I don't. I just feel like I should know enough about it because I do have some friends. So happy Hanukkah, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you're listening to some Adam Sandler. Wow. Throwing on the Onyx song because I know, even though I don't know much about it, I still love that song because it's fun as hell. And yeah, time to break out some Christmas tunes soon. Good show as always, gentlemen, said Nick Waters. Thank you. Jason said 4. I was correct. Day 4 of Hanukkah. Which means there's 5 candles lit. Because one is called the... I had to ask a friend the other day. The Shista. It's the helper candle that lights all the other ones. And oh yeah, it's kind of cool. Trying not to get a Christmas tree this year. But exciting updates on the show. The next couple of weeks are booked out, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some fun ones. Comments in from the YouTube channel. Throw some Brother V on. Good call. Thank you for Silver Spike. There will be, pretty sure, Brother V video coming out tomorrow. But the exciting updates next week on the show will be Pear the Overwhelmingly Smoky. My arch nemesis will be back on the show. We'll of course be discussing some holiday foods and treats and other light food topics, and then topics that don't have to deal with food because we kind of put him on the spot with the Iraqi chef getting boiled live last episode. So Pear the Overwhelmingly Smoky will be next week, which is January 8th. January 15th, we're going to welcome Sean Henry on the show. We're going to have an actual, Sean, if you're still here, cheers. Have a fan of the channel on the show as a guest. It's going to be super fun. It means we're going to have to reach out. Jason's going to have to come back on at some point, too. It's the 22nd, Santa. Fucking saucy Santa's coming back for the Christmas special 2021. Stoked to have Santa on. We will be taking call-ins. We won't be taking call-in. We'll be taking call-ins. So if you want to shoot me a message in the next couple weeks, yes, Nick. Yes, it's true. Yes, drinking Santa. And yes, Jason, Santa. 22nd, I believe, whatever the Wednesday is before Christmas, Santa will be on taking call-in. So shoot me a message if you want to call in and ask Santa a question live on air during the episode, because we won't actually do any topics that night. We'll pretty much kind of do intros and go right into call-ins. Also, the following week is the last week of the year. Last show of the year, our New Year's Eve special. Try something different. We're going to have kind of a free flow episode where we allow people to come and go as they please. So if you want to be on that one, also shoot me a message. I'll probably just tag a comment with a post. You can click on and go and find the address to join the stream, and we'll just have random people in, and it'll be kind of like a free flow party with no format, and we're just going to have a good time and celebrate the fact that 2021 is going to be fucking over in less than 30 days, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, those are the exciting announcements for the show this week. And then we have a really big one in January that I'm not going to give away, but it's going to be super fun. And yeah, as soon as the artist picks a date, I will let you guys know who's going to be on the show. It's going to be fun. The boys know, but I can't say anything until it's finalized.
We don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it because this one's going to be really cool. Not that all our guests aren't cool, but I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a new guest, and I'm very, very excited about it. Thanks to everybody who helped facilitate that. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you guys for joining us. Please follow GW Foley at Foley Kills. Nick said, kind of like that 1-800 numbers back in the day used to call for sex chat lines. Yes. Well, the best part about, being the guy that finishes early is usually just the intro would get me there. So I didn't have to enter my credit card number. It was just that first 15 seconds of, hey, big boy. Anyways.
Is this Hickory? Oh, I came.
Like, oh, Jesus. This chick's more magic than I am. This isn't right. Oh, yeah, call ID. I forgot. That's a thing.
I used to jerk off to that one. What was it? Oh, yeah, Mrs. Cleo.
And then it turned out that he really likes to listen to Shaggy while he's banging. It just does it for him. Something about that accent.
I could see a bright future for... Are you jerking off?
Yeah, 20 years later, he's banging chicks in the background, like, you're gonna be a real player. And he's like, oh wow, I gotta change the music. This is progressing way too fast. I didn't mean to. Anyways, please follow GW Foley at Foley Kills. Find him, GW Foley, on YouTube. Yeah, he just released a bunch of content. There's going to be some reactions coming up from me on that content, which I'm excited about. Please follow Collen at Collen D and at Woolen Milk Comedy Club for all your Woolen Milk Comedy Club updates, like December 18th. And Nick says, I wonder why your page got hacked. Me too, but go harass that guy. Go find the other Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming on Facebook and let him know that he sucks. I like to.
I really liked when Satchel started attacking the guy recently, and he thought he was like you, and he was like, God, I love how weird your content is, Hickory. It just keeps getting weirder.
Yep.
Like some dubbed like Chinese like sitcom or something.
Yep. Super funny. Anyways, that's all I got for this episode. It's been episode 31 of the Drunken Under Quarantine show, starring just as hosts. Next week, episode 32, we'll be back with Pear, the overwhelmingly smoky. Pear, good dude from Northeast Kingdom, owns Pear Smoked in Vermont, and he's going to be fun to have on the show as he was last time, so that should be great. Anyways, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. You can follow me at Hickory TDAU on all the platforms. Not Facebook, but Instagram, Parler, TikTok, YouTube, at Real Hickory TDO on Facebook, also at Hickory TDO on Venmo, and go watch some of my content because some of it's monetized now, and go check out the Matt Vita reaction and wait for the GW one coming up because that was super fun. I was glad I got to be part of that project and to put up a reaction video to something I was in is super cool. I'm a dork like that. Good night, guys, says Big Red 73. Good night to you, dear. Thank you for dropping by. We at the Drunken Under Quarantine show hope you all stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming, but most importantly, in these trying times, try to stay sane and hope the moronic variant doesn't get us all. Cheers.
And so I didn't get a chance to take my pants off.